This game has the biggest gaming collaboration of all time. And today I wanted to reflect before we are done with this insane roster, this absolutely crazy roster of so many different franchises, so many different characters, with their final character coming out probably in the next 2 months. That's my guess. And as somebody that absolutely loves Smash Brothers, Smash Ultimate is one of my favorite games of all time. I want to reflect on that journey before we come to its end. This is not a final character predictions video. This is not like who could it be? We'll talk about that a little bit. Like characters that, could be shocking, but at this point, nothing is, because anything and everything is possible. And we'll get into how that feeling happened. I wanted to do a very unscripted discussion about that with you and really get your just reflections in the comments. I'm Samurai Kibiji, huge Smash fan. I have a lot of videos on Smash, and I was just thinking, it's September, and I have some Nintendo people telling me, typically Nintendo has a direct every September of some kind, and it has been 3 months since Kazuya. And because of that, we could very well see the next Smash character soon. Sakurai did say it'll take a while before we reveal the final character, but, it's 3 months later, so it could happen this month, next month. I don't think any later than November, but no matter what happens, this final character is going to disappoint a lot of people. No matter what happens, there's so many folks that want this final character to be the biggest thing ever. But let's just appreciate the journey up to this last character. Let's just appreciate how the biggest indie game of all time that became the most sold game ever, I think, well, one of them at least, Steve from Minecraft, made it into this game. This meme of an idea that still, I can't believe that happened, but it makes sense. The characters in this make sense. As bittersweet as we felt, Byleth being the final character of Fighter Pass 1, the Smash community was like, why the heck Byleth or whatever? It's still, it makes sense, because it's a first-party Nintendo character that didn't manage to make it into the roster in time. And I could go on and on and on. My absolute favorite DLC inclusion is Banjo and Kazooie, this character that a lot of people wanted, people exploded about. It's still one of the best reactions on my channel, in my opinion. And something I appreciate about this franchise has been, whether it's Sakurai or the Nintendo or whatever, their effort to scale up every game. I've collected screenshots of what the characters of each game was, from 64 to Melee to Brawl to 3DS Wii U to Ultimate. And every time, if you consider the echoes, if you don't consider the echoes, it's still basically accurate, but if you consider the echo characters, they stepped it up every time. And as I was gathering these pictures, I was like, Brawl, I didn't realize how much they stepped it up in Brawl. And then, okay, Wii U and 3DS probably did the same. No, they stepped it up too. And then Ultimate did, even though Sakurai started with, look, because we brought back every character, don't expect too many newcomers. And yet, they kick off this Fighters Pass, the DLC characters, with Joker. And that is still kicking off the Fighters Pass with that character specifically, a character that not really anybody was asking for, but was like, damn, that is crazy that they did that. I still think Joker kicking off the Fighters Pass, or just the DLC period, it set the tone for what's possible to be in Smash Ultimate. And the game already came out of the gate being the biggest collaboration of all time by bringing back every character from all the previous games, and then they continue to add the most they've ever added. And this final character, no matter who it is, I just really appreciate everything that's happened. I've said previously that Byleth, as the final character, in my reaction, I'm just like, as long as it's anybody not from Fire Emblem, I'm happy. And it was somebody from Fire Emblem. But even though I said that, I'm just like, I still appreciate the journey. I'm disappointed, but I still appreciate the roster as a whole, And I've told people many times, I don't want to see another anime sword fighter like character in this pass or to represent another JRPG. As much as I understand people be hyped about Sora, and Sora's from like one of my 2 favorite games of all time, I still don't want to see that. But would I be happy for others? Hell yeah. Would I be appreciating the roster? Hell yeah. No matter who the character is, whether it is another Fire Emblem character that'll piss me off, or it is Doom Guy, my most, wanted character. Whoever it is, I just appreciate this journey, and I hope you and others do as well. That Joker character and bringing Banjo-Kazooie in, this fan favorite and irrelevant character today, the things that they pulled off with DLC specifically is bonkers. And the way Fighters Pass 2 has gone, it has been completely unpredictable, so much to the point that I actually predicted Kazuya, a Tekken character, making it in, and not it being Heihachi. Like, I legitimately put that as a very unpredictable character. If they continue, this trend will happen, and it did. At this point, there's no character that will surprise me except like a PlayStation first-party IP. Like if Kratos or Ratchet and Clank or something like that makes it in, that will be the only thing that shocks me, because I just don't believe PlayStation will ever put anything in Smash Bros. Like a PlayStation specifically owned IP. I don't believe they will ever put that in Smash Bros. Or Nintendo made it happen. But if they did, that would absolutely shock me. Would I be shocked if Master Chief made it in this game? Kind of. Mostly because Steve already made it in, and then Banjo from the previous pass, so I feel like, okay, one character from every publisher. But even if it's Master Chief, even if it's a PlayStation property, like, I'll be shocked. But at this point, what Smash Ultimate has pulled off, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, is going to go down as a game that put us on this journey of who the heck is going to keep making it into this game. And fighting game fans might not think, well, it's about more than, it's like, put in new game features and modes and whatnot and improve the gameplay. I agree, that's important. But what Smash Ultimate represents is a game that it's continuously celebrating various worlds, various franchises and series and characters that made some kind of an impact on the gaming scene, at least enough of one to, feature them. It's like this hall of fame that even not just the characters, but the spirits, having the spirits in the game that, they're not a character, but they try to simulate the character through these spirit battles. And the Mii outfits, especially the last round of Mii fighters, they straight up put in a lot of characters that other people wanted, with Dante and Shantae and I don't know, Skyrim and Tales, even through the Mii fighters, Undertale, this super indie game, got Sans in and even had the music for Sans. And it's so cool to see so many things represented in Smash, even if they're not a character. They have their assist trophy. People want Waluigi, he's got his assist trophy. Zero's in as an assist trophy. There's so much represented in Smash that it's bittersweet to see it all come to an end. And they'll probably add spirit boards over time, but Sakurai has confirmed that there will be no Fighters Pass 3. This is the end. And the amount of care that Sakurai has put into this game and this franchise this whole time, it's just beautiful. And we don't deserve this man with how hard he works, but I just sincerely thank him for what he's pulled off with this game specifically. Yes, previous entries, but this one, to have a roster as huge as this, and to have the spirits, and to have the music that he got, and to have just so much represented in this game, to really celebrate gaming as a whole. And this final character, I care more about this being the end of that journey than the, honestly, character itself. I will look forward to whoever it is, just to have that more representation in the game. And that's why I really hope it is just something that is not represented in Smash yet, like just a property or something. It's just another world that isn't in Smash so far that is being represented. I really hope so, because that'd be cool. That'd make a cool spirit pack and music and whatnot. Just an overall cool DLC pack of something we don't have in Smash already. But whoever it is, let's just appreciate the journey that Smash Ultimate has put us on. Appreciate Nintendo and Sakurai from doing all the work that they've had to do to assemble this thing. I don't know when it's going to happen. It could be this month. Could be next month. Could even be November. I don't think December. I honestly believe Smash Ultimate is going to wrap up on its 3-year anniversary. So it's been 3 years? Holy shit. It's going to be a 3-year journey, man. And I appreciate it. So, my question to you in the comments is not who do you want the final character to be, but what are some favorite things that you appreciate about Smash Ultimate? Like, sure, list that final character, but what is, certain music inclusions or spirit battles or World of Light or certain properties represented? Like, let me just know anything about the journey that we've had with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that you really appreciate. My thing is, I definitely love that this game kicked off with everybody from the previous games in it. That was such a cool way to start this game. No DLC characters that were from previous games, just at launch, all the previous games together, including nearly all the maps. And from there on, we'll just add more new stuff that's never been in before. That's the thing I really appreciate, but what is yours? Let's talk about it in the comments, and stay tuned, because we'll see that final character soon. I'll have a reaction discussion on it, and if you enjoyed this video, please like it. It means a lot to me. And don't forget to be geek, be proud, be awesome.